a lot of people that'll be watching this, they'll be having to, throughout the whole COVID situation, will have had to, lead or manage a team or for the past couple of months, and maybe they felt like they've survived and they've done it okay, but they're probably looking now to, excel at it and, get better. And you've obviously given quite a lot of advice through our interview, but do you have, one piece or a couple of pieces of advice that you would give someone that really wanted to excel and lead more efficiently in the future?
Yes. I think particularly now we're coming out of this very intense period. We are in the summer months, and we are still in a phase of quite deep uncertainty. More uncertainty now actually than when we were in the lockdown, because of course there is a huge amount of uncertainty. So there's a number of things. Number one is really make sure you have a break and you give your people a break, because it has been very intense on our systems.
Yeah.
I noticed that about myself and my own leadership. And of course I have my own business, and I'm reluctant to give myself a break anyway, because I am a high achiever and a workaholic. So I find it difficult, but really take a break and take breaks. It is the best thing that we can do for our brains, our bodies, our performance. So number one, have a break. Number two, give yourself some space and allow yourself and your team and your organization some space to do the things that are replenishing and that are really necessary for performance. That might be having discussions around the problems and how it's actually been for people. Give people airtime and space to talk, space to think, space to create. Spacing, we know, for our brains is really, really important. So a break and then space in between tasks, space in between meetings, space for a meeting, not crammed. So that's a break, that's space. And I think the third thing is do not forget the human being. And I've got written down here, which is the absolute basis of my business and my mission, which is to bring humanity into business. It's about the social and the emotional needs of a human being. And if you are noticing your own needs as a human being, whatever level of leader you are, you're still a human being. And if you're noticing it yourself, pay attention. That is self-awareness, which is the absolute foundation of any leadership. Quality and performance is self-awareness. And you notice it and you pay attention to it and you respond to it. And if you are experiencing those feelings, social and emotional experiences that actually don't make sense in a cognitive, performance-driven organization where we don't talk about emotions or social stuff, pay attention to it and imagine that your people will be feeling the same. So never forget the human being and the social and the emotional behaviors and needs that we have in order that we can perform at our best. And you might think they're soft skills, you might think that it's stuff that isn't relevant to performance. It is the foundation of performance. Never forget it.
Yeah.